Let's roll it, girls.
Hey there, welcome back to the Pink Cadillac podcast. I'm Victory.
And I'm Skylar, where we're keeping Elvis's spirit alive for the next generation of fans.
It's fun,
A bit girly,
and all about building our Elvis community.
just a heads up, we are not historians.
But we do our best to research what we can. So now, let's roll it.
Let's roll it. Hello, hello.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Elvis in the Elvis. With the Elvis and the Elvis. Actually, just kidding. Ha ha ha. Happy New Year. Welcome to the Pink Cadillacs. Happy 2025.
Happy 2025, everyone. I still want to say Elvis and the Pink Cadillacs every time we come on here.
Elvis and the Elvis.
You know, if you don't know, we did a little bit of a brand name change towards the end of the year last year.
Yeah.
We had been thinking about it for a while because everyone just calls us the Pink Cadillacs anyways. And then a lot of accounts started getting shut down that had the name Elvis in it, and we just thought it was the best to eliminate the Elvis. But if you're an OG, we will always be Elvis and the Pink Cadillacs. If you know, you know.
Our email and YouTube will be at least.
Yep, because you can't change that.
Rip.
Well, it's 2025, Victory. How are you?
I feel like since October I have been 3 separate people, but we're back to original Victory.
Victory went through like 3 hair changes within the past 3 months, and she's back to her roots. You know,
Yeah. There's like once you go black, you never go back.
hair-wise, Elvis taught us that. It's like, I get it though. I get why Elvis like was so addicted to the black hair, because it's like truly, if you fit in it, like if you know if you fit in it, and you go there once, it's like when you start to revert back, you're like, oh wait, come back.
I put the hard brakes on. Yeah, right now it's a dark brown. It's called an off black what I have right now, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
pretty much black. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, we love it. We're happy to see you back to your OG color.
Girl, my bank account wasn't, but I'm happy. So I'm never again, never again. But we lived and we learned. So here we are. But okay, birthday's in 3 days. We have so much going on. I feel like it's rush week, and
It
we are
is.
getting prepped for the marathon.
It is. Wait, do you mean like recruitment week? Like for sororities? Is that what you meant by rush week?
I went to a private college. We didn't have that. I thought I nailed it.
No, you actually did, because some places do call it rush and some places call it recruitment. It depends, but you just like saying that like just threw me back to like college, and I'm like, I just got a
Sorry.
flashback of like, God, it really
Alpha, Mega,
is.
Pi. Alpha, Mega, Pi.
It really,
Do
really
the truth
is.
sign. Do the truth sign.
God.
Oh
Guys, fun fact, I was in 80 Pi, and Linda and Ginger were both in 80 Pi, so honestly, like, I think if Elvis was alive, like, he would want me. Like, I think that automatically gets me in there, right? Because he's in love with women who are in Alpha Delta Pi. So if you are in 80 Pi and you're listening to this, first, finest, and forever, and I love you.
I don't know what that means. I'll do my
Diamond
truth
girls.
sign.
She's like so confused. I hope you guys are watching this.
Are we doing hand signs? It's like a peacock.
That's this is the Elvis. Anyways, we just want to do a little intro. Birthday is coming up. Our next guest is in the lobby. And Victor, who is our next guest?
If you guys know him, his name is Alex Mitchell. You may or may not have heard of him. He's a cutie patootie. We love Alex so much. I don't even want to do a formal introduction because this boy is like our brother, and we adore him. So, Alex Mitchell, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome. Alex Mitchell, welcome to the Pink Cadillacs.
Hello. Thank you guys for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
This has been long overdue, and we're so happy you are here.
I think my only appearance has been the Mount Dora vlog.
And you were in the majority of the vlogs.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's a win for you.
That was the Alex Mitchell Mount Dora vlog is what that was. Yes.
It was. And let me just say, our listeners were so excited that we were having you on. Like, We always
I
ask
love
for fan
that.
questions, and we got, I literally feel like 15. We did have to narrow it down a little bit, but like, they love you.
I love
You're fan
them.
favorite. Come on
That's so
now.
awesome. I love that. That makes me so happy. It really does. It
And
really
How does it
does.
feel to be like a fan favorite? What does that do to your ego?
It's not so much the ego, it's the pressure of the world on my shoulders that keeps me up at night. No, it's great. No, I love people. I love getting to meet people, especially Elvis fans, and I love seeing this new generation, thanks to the movie, that have come in. All the Elvis girlies that are out there now. I love it. So I'm
You're
excited
part
to
of
be
that.
here. I
And
am. I'm one of the Elvis girlies. I
you
sure
are
am.
the Elvis
Yes.
girly. And we are definitely going to touch on that a little later as well, because you've been in this Elvis world for quite some time now, and
Yeah.
we would love in a little bit to know how you've seen this world change. But let's start off. Let's take it to the beginning, okay?
Okay.
When and how did your love for Elvis start? This is before ETA stuff.
Yeah. Wow. So I grew up with my grandma and granddad and my mom. So I was kind of raised in a house with older people, and they were huge Elvis fans. So I kind of, in a sense, grew up with Elvis the way that a lot of Elvis fans did that are, above like 60, 70, even 50, I guess. I don't know. My math is not good. But my point is, I kind of grew up with Elvis, and I was just enamored with Elvis. We'd watch the Ed Sullivan Show. We'd watch the Aloha from Hawaii did it. That was it. I was like, who is that guy? VHS tape. Do you guys know what VHS tapes are?
Yes.
Okay,
So
cool.
We're only a few years younger than you.
I never know. You guys have taught me some lingo that I wasn't even aware of. So I'm just
Can you
doggy
share
for
what
daddy.
lingo that is? Thank you.
What? Yeah. Hashtag doggy for daddy. Still don't know what that means, but I'm rocking it. But yeah, I just remember seeing Elvis and listening to him as a kid. And then this is going to move into, I don't know if I should keep going or not, but this is going to move into about 5th grade. I found out that there was a place where I live in Myrtle Beach called Legends in Concert, and Elvis is there every night, along with like 5 other celebrity impersonators or tribute artists. But then they took me to see that show, and I saw somebody like do Elvis for a living, and I was like, whoa. So everything kind of really sunk in there, but Elvis fans since day one.
Oh, so as long as you can remember, he's been imprinted on your life.
Oh yeah.
That is so
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
I wish my first memories were Elvis. I wonder how different I would be, honestly.
Right? We would have been here a lot sooner.
I do think yes, you would have, but I think you guys came in at a perfect time. And I think the community that you have around you and that you guys have built was so needed. So I'm really glad you guys are here when you got here.
Everything happens for a divine appointment. We wouldn't have met you either.
Mhm.
It was just, okay, honestly though, Alex, you were the reason. You were the gateway. Okay, so like Alex was the first.
Alex
ETA I
Mitchell's
was
a gateway
exposed
drug.
to. Literally, I like Alex. I don't think you understand. I remember the night that I first saw you in Mount Dora, and I like literally screamed like it was the 1956 show of Elvis
I
in the
love
50s,
that.
like those girls were, and like me and my friend were like we were screaming, and I think it was just us screaming. So rest in
love
peace to
that.
the old lady's eardrums. But
I remember scrolling through TikTok a few weeks or maybe a month or so later, and I was like, oh my God, that's me. And that's how
Yes.
I like.
And then I got brave and added you on Facebook, and then sent you a GIF I made of you.
Yes, you
Do you
did.
remember that?
I do. I want to find that.
It's a great GIF.
It really is. It's somewhere. But then, like, we realized, because after the Mount Dora Festival, where you saw me, like a day later, we went to HHN.
Yeah, and I was working HHN.
And you were working in the Halloween house.
It was a weird world collide. I was like surprised you even messaged me back. I was like, I feel so special.
It was crazy. It's crazy. Then I finally got to meet Skylar.
Fangirling over you. I know. I came in a little later.
It's all good. You're here though. That's all that matters.
I don't know how to do
You know what?
That's my gang sign heart.
it hurts my fingers.
I love to go like this sometimes. I'm like, someone match my heart with me.
Just match my heart energy, please. Hey.
You know what's funny is that you mentioned how Aloha like did it for you,
Yeah.
but we've had at least 2 or 3 other guests on here say the exact same thing. Like they saw a VHS tape of Aloha and they were like, I'm done. Like I'm
Oh,
locked
yeah.
in. Like that's my guy. Thank you so much.
100%. And I think it has to do with the whole, I mean, this is just me guessing, but I feel like to like a 6 or 7-year-old boy, who's the guy in the superhero costume? Same thing with like, you guys have talked to John Daly. John Daly has the same thing. He saw a wax dummy Elvis at a place here in Myrtle Beach when he was a kid. And he's like, who's the superhero? That's, to me, it was like, this guy is like so awesome. And it's almost, I'm getting deep already. It's almost hard for me to imagine that he was actually like a real person,
Oh,
because we see so much and it's all this recorded stuff. And it's like, and then you get to meet these people that we still have. And it's like, oh my God, he was real. And he actually like walked here. And it's just, it really,
real.
no, it doesn't. But he was just amazing.
Constant thought of like it's another reality, you know, like the spider universes where it's like multiple Spider-Man. That's how I feel like Elvis is to us. He's like in an alternate universe. It was never
Yes.
our universe.
Yes.
We
God,
talk
that's so good.
a lot on here about how we only know Elvis in like 2D, like we only know him by video or by what's on a page or like by pictures, but our brains don't make him feel real until we see him with our own eyes. And it's just like this weird thing that we have to come to terms with that we're never going to get. And so we take like these little moments that we can get, like, this is why we go to ETA shows. This is why we're going to events to meet the people that knew him, because it's like, we're literally trying to get like any little glimpse of him that we can.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I think like sit back row at an ETA Fest and you can kind of get the vibe.
That is correct. That is very much so correct. Okay. This is, and I gotta say to everyone listening, even though we've been friends with Alex for like over a year now, we don't know his story. Like I realized that when I was writing these questions, I was like, I actually have no idea how Alex got into taking ETA. So this is,
there's always so much to talk about that we're always just catching up every time we see each other. So
right, exactly. So tell us a little bit about, okay, you saw the legends, and now when did you first get into that suit? When did you start the journey?
The journey started, I don't know. I do know. Middle school talent show. I decided that was the place I was going to try to do this for the first time. And I found a pair of blue suede shoes and like a white jacket. And I was like, I'm going to do blue suede shoes because I got some. And I was absolutely, I don't care. I will find a video one day somehow and post it. I was god awful. Terrible.
I was gonna say, was like, did you have singing background before you decided to do that?
No. I mean, yeah, somewhat like church choir as a kid, but no, I was like, I'm just gonna, But that's sorry, but no, seriously, that's why I was like, yeah. And then I was like, okay, because I did not do well in that talent show. And then I ended up switching. I had a course teacher come up to me in middle school and was like, you should switch into my class. So I dropped art, which my art teacher, Mr. Gorseski, was very hurt by, which cracked me up. But yeah, so I switched and did that, and then eventually got into show choir in high school and really enjoyed that. And that helped a lot getting that vocal training and stuff. And then started doing like, I don't know, sophomore year, like 50s Elvis. And then sophomore year, Legends in Concert had like a junior Elvis contest. And like the prize was you got to be in the show for a night. So I went and did that. Might have won because I was the only contestant, but that's okay.
No, you won because
I still got to, exactly. Yeah, I still got to live my little performing fantasy, and that was really cool. There was an ETA named Nathan Belt who was there and taught me a lot of stuff. And then I just started kind of doing like birthday party stuff, nursing homes, which I still love to do if I get the time to do it and get the offer to do it. But then there was a campground here that I worked at called Lakewood Campground, and they had a show there called High Steppin' Country, and they used to have me open the show for like 15 minutes doing Elvis, and that was my first like big like thing, like regularly doing it. And then I'm trying to think how old I was, but at some point I found out about Elvis festivals and the Ultimate and all this stuff. So again, I'm like, I'm gonna go do that, and realized how serious this business is and the authenticity and study that has to go into it. But yeah, that's how I got into it.
That is amazing.
I feel like I'm just learning like a whole new side of you. I feel like there's like, in my mind, I see you and I'm like, he's always done ETA stuff. But there was like an Alex that didn't know any of this stuff before. Yeah.
And somewhere in between there, before I got into this, I used to host a TV show here in Myrtle Beach that was basically any hotel you would go into, the channel was on TV, even like condos and stuff. And it was a 2-hour show. We went all around the beach and showed you like restaurants and stores and stuff. And if there were like celebrities in town, I'd get to go like interview them and do like little plugs for Myrtle Beach. My first day on the job of that gig, by the way, they put me at a Comic-Con here in Myrtle Beach, and Michael Rooker from The Walking Dead and Guardians of the Galaxy was there, and I had to interview him. Never interviewed anybody a day in my life. He knew how nervous I was, and he puts me like in a headlock, and then I have to do the interview. So I'll find that and send it to you because that's on YouTube. But I actually miss doing that. I loved being on.
Your favorite person you interviewed?
Probably, yeah. Wow. Yeah, that was really cool.
It's so funny because you hear your voice too, and you're like, yeah, he has the perfect like broadcast interview voice.
Well, thank you. Unless I've if I've had some what do we call it, spicy water, I get real country, like every bit of South Carolina. Huh? What?
Can we get one? Can we get a little?
Oh, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I say darling. I say darling a lot when I'm in drum. Like, hey, darling.
I've heard the darling. I've heard the darling.
Yeah.
Some good old times at those ETA Fest.
I don't do it on stage though. That's not what I meant.
You're professional.
But the darling will come out every now and then, and you know it's he really is from South Carolina.
Yeah.
He's not Southern.
Performing and doing everything that you're doing. Okay, so like you went from elementary, middle school talent show to hosting to doing birthday parties to where you are at now. You have sung so many Elvis songs across the board except for First in Line. And
not true.
I know you sang it once because I threatened for you to sing Hot to Go by
I had to pick my battles.
A couple rounds. So that's why he's singing it, everyone. What is a song that you can sing multiple times, and what is a song that you would be okay not singing from your Elvis collection?
So there's a couple. I mean, there's one song. It's Midnight. I just love that song, and like it's got to the point where people are like, "Are you gonna do It's Midnight?" And I'm like, "Well, I have to."
Yeah, I am.
But one song. I love it, number one, and I think it means so much, but it's just one song that if I had to pick one where it's so like muscle memory, like autopilot, I can just do it. It's Be My Way. For some reason, that song, I love it. And it's just, I can sit there and sing it. And sometimes I get lost thinking about like the words that are coming next. And I don't have to do that. Like it's there. A song that I would be happy to never sing again would be that favorite banger of everyone's, Queenie Wahine's Papaya. That would be my number one.
You broke Lex's heart. You broke Lex's heart in half. I have to tell her about this.
Hey, well, is she not going to listen?
Can you sing it right now, please, so she can play it on repeat?
We'll get it. How about a new Queenie Wahine Papaya intro?
There we go.
Just for this episode.
Just this episode.
It's Papaya, girls. Yeah. No, there's. I'm gonna think. Return to Sender. I love that song. I think I'm terrible at it.
Okay. That's an interesting take. Like most people don't say like, oh, I don't like to sing it because I just feel like I don't do my best at it. I was waiting for you to be like Hound Dog or like Jailhouse Rock or like.
Is it more just his era? Like, do you favor an era more than another that he sings in a certain style?
That's a tricky question because I like how he sounds in all the eras, especially like 50s, like First in Line, and how he can like just get up there and like float around, and that to me that's beautiful. It more has to do with what I'm physically capable of and where my vocal range is. So, yeah, that's just sometimes it's like, I love this song, but it just gives me some trouble. But there are some songs that are just, even Elvis said if he never had to do Suspicious Minds again, he'd be happy. So, I mean, I do like Suspicious Minds though.
It's
that one is overplayed. It's okay.
Oh, it's completely overplayed. It's completely overplayed. But everybody wants to hear it. Almost everybody wants to hear it. And the instant gratification of the crowd reaction is just, that's what does my ego in. That's
true. You're gonna want to do whatever the crowd is giving you. You're gonna want to feel that.
Oh yeah, because then I'm just gonna go nuts at some point. I mean, we feed off of that.
Yeah, it becomes an addiction, right? I mean, like,
I never thought about it like that, but I mean,
I'm thinking about it in my performer mindset, though. Like, the reaction I get while performing does become an addiction.
Yes, and there's nobody that does this for a living, whether it's what I do or what you do or online, nothing. You want attention. In some aspect, you like the attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why we put ourselves out there.
Yeah, 100%.
We'll be honest and real. I mean, it'd be silly of us to be like, we don't like attention, but like we're doing it for a reason.
No, but if you can do exactly for a reason, if you can do that and you have a purpose behind it and you're building up, a fan base or a community and you're putting positivity out into the world, hell yeah, so be it.
Exactly.
I love that.
Let me tell you, you have quite a fan base. The ladies love you, Alex Mitchell.
The Mitchell Mafia.
Really do.
The Mitchell Mafia.
Crochet stuff is adorable, and your candles.
Do you have a bleep, or it doesn't matter?
No,
it doesn't matter.
Ahead.
Perfect. Okay, so there are the two ladies that changed my shirts that say Mitchell Mafia into Mitchell Milfs, and that it was just top tier. Don't need the ultimate. Just kidding. But no, that was. There are Mitchell Milfs out there.
We need those shirts. We absolutely need those. I will wear that. Proud.
Mitchell moms I'd like to frequent. I'd like to frequent. That's what that is.
I have to say, I am in your fan group and like your moderators. It always cracks me up when I'm scrolling Facebook and they're like, Alex Mitchell photo of the day.
They're on it.
They're on it.
Brenda and Cheryl, they are on it.
Love both.
Shout out to them. They're amazing.
Great. They're so awesome. It's how do I put it's a lot seeing your own face all the time on the feed, but I mean that means the world to me, the fact that people like to follow what I'm doing and support and follow my face and
I would love to be added to that group. I've been added to a lot of other ETA groups that I don't want to be a part of because I don't know who these men are. And they personally invite me themselves. And I'm sitting here like...
You ain't nothing but a... yeah, no, I I get that. We have space for you, Victory. We do. We have space. Your name's on the list. Oh, yeah. There's comps. We're holding comps at the door.
So much.
You've got it. You've got it.
I feel so.
I also have to say that anytime Alex is just the best because if we come in his live, if we come to a show, anytime we are around Alex, he's always like, Victory and Skylar from the Pink Cadillacs are here. And
I harass him though. I don't even think it's like because he enjoys it. It's because I will literally send him change and harass him.
Oh, so you're aware that you literally send me change? No, I do not. I am happy for anything. But when you send me $1, it comes out to 76 cents. So I'm like, Victory has the highest opinion of me out of anybody. I almost just send it back. I'm like, girl.
I've seen you more than that.
No, you have. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I try to get his attention.
You get
oh my god.
You get it.
And I write the stupidest stuff on it.
If you guys don't know whoever's listening, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, Alex goes live. Is it on every Sunday or?
It depends when my schedule allows, but we've been doing Sunday, on Facebook, and I'm lucky enough to have like 100 people, which to me is amazing, honestly.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it really is. And we'll get on there and I'll sing whatever, and as long as I know it, and if I don't know it, I'll make an ass of myself, which is fine with me. It's usually fun. But yeah, there is I never expected, it's not required, but there is like a Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, whatever, if you feel so inclined. And I got my big tipper right here. I'm looking at her.
And Victory donates 76 cents. And I will admit I have donated nothing. And so Victory's better than me, honestly.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm loving I'm loving the dark hair again.
We were just talking
about this. You're gonna make me cry again. Thank you. We 3 lives have been lived, and this needed to come back.
Yeah, and by the way, the brows are fierce. They're great.
Okay, I'm happy we brought this up because I didn't mention this before you hopped on. If you're watching the video, I do not have brow blindness. Okay, I got my brows done today. And I was too lazy to put makeup on or take it off, so that's why we're looking like this.
I think it looks great. The shape is wonderful. I need some help with mine. Mine are...
You gotta come to Arizona, come to my girl.
I feel like guys are blessed with nice brows.
Yeah, they are, honestly.
Yeah, except for when it grows in, like, completely connecting.
Does it do that to you?
I don't let it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Keeps it groomed.
Honestly, though, and Elvis with the unibrow, change it up a little bit.
That is a change of habit right there. That for sure is a.
That's a change of habit.
Could you imagine a unibrow going, "You like that, baby?
You like that?"
Just a caterpillar, right? That's great. That's great.
Can I say though, you were blessed with amazing hair and amazing sideburns for someone who.
Thank you.
No, literally.
Thank you. I have tossed about the whole. Let me get a wig. Let me get sideburns, just so I can go out looking normal. But I'm blessed with it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm looking at it. Yeah. But yeah, they're real. They're on there.
Natural? Are you a natural dark, or do you dye at all?
I didn't know what you were gonna say. Yeah, no, I dye it. It's really light brown. Actually, like my temples here come in like blonde. Mm-hmm. So it looks like when the dye grows out, it looks like my hairline, like right here, is receding.
You're like actually Elvis. You're actually Elvis, you know?
Yeah, in that aspect, yeah. But
close enough. Welcome back.
What? I'm so excited to be here with y'all.
We love you so much.
I've literally been.
Hey. I just watched Victory put on lip gloss, and the only other person that she has done that with on an interview is Cody. So I think it's just happen. It's like, this is so fitting that she's doing her makeup right now.
I love it. I love it.
Cody is, I think we were in the 4th hour of this podcast.
Yeah.
And my lips were so chapped, and he was talking about a very emotional time, and it's literally me in a little mirror adding on my lipstick again. And
I used parts 1 and 2 on a 15-hour drive, actually. And what?
We have to cut it short. That's
no, it doesn't. You guys had a lot to talk about. And I'm saying
we did.
I listened to them all together, at one time.
Thank you.
I love it. Well, that's my little baby boy.
I will listen to my episodes again then too, because I will be driving up to Memphis this coming Tuesday. So
yeah, podcasts are. Sometimes I listen to talking on the drive and then realize what I screwed up.
No. We need to talk about this, actually. This is perfect segue. Thank you so much.
Has his own podcast that he's basically the manager of. Explain.
So, well, if you ask, everybody knows who Tupelo Tom is. Tupelo Tom has hosted events at Graceland for over 20 years. And if you type in Gates of Graceland on YouTube, you can watch some of the coolest stuff. And that's him. Do you know, I don't know if I can say this, but there are episodes of Gates of Graceland that are just sitting somewhere that haven't been released yet. But I didn't say that. But anyway,
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I'm no clue if they're ever going to release him or not. But anyway, him and Jeff Lewis, who was an ETA for a while and hosts the after parties at Elvis Week, and has his own events and is connected with ETA Festivals as well. They decided one day, we're going to do a podcast. And I'm like, hey, well, I know how to do this, this, and this. So if you guys want to do it, and let's just do it. And plus I knew that Tom knew or knows so many people connected to Elvis, and has a great career in Hollywood outside of Elvis too. So I was like, well, this could be really cool and it'd be fun. And they're my friends. So we did that. I think this is our second going into this. Yeah. Second year, about to wrap up the second year. I could not remember. But we've had the chance to just interview some really cool guests. If Mrs. Schilling is listening, we had Jerry on there, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Norbert Putnam. I mean, it's just the coolest thing. I love it.
You guys have had a lot of really, really cool guests on there.
Great.
And that's actually how I think you and I kind of met, Alex, because I was listening to the podcast one day and I was like, this is really good. And I think I DM'd the Instagram.
Probably.
Like, I love your guys' podcast so much. And it was definitely you that responded. It was not Jeff and Tom.
Oh
that
no,
responded.
I know
It
what
was
Jeff
me.
messages.
Yeah.
He writes stories. God love that
Yes.
man. I
Yes.
read literal novels from Jeff.
Hey, Jeff
We
Lewis
love
is
Jeff
a
and Tom.
storyteller. I'll
He
tell you.
is. He is. They have been nothing but nice to us since the first
So
time we
wonderful.
met them, and we love all of you guys so much. And honestly, like, you guys do such a great job with that podcast. It's really well done.
Thank you. I like I said, it's fantastic. I'm glad that, and you're right. I mean, me being a part of that got me introduced to you, Skylar. So I'm thankful for that. I never call you Skylar. I just call you Sky. It's weird to
Yeah.
call you by your full name.
You don't have to. It's okay.
But no, it's been really nice. I've really enjoyed it, and I gotta say, you guys, when y'all first started, and like I said, I was catching up on some of your episodes and refreshing today. And I think you mentioned this. Trying to do a podcast a week. I don't know how you guys did it. But I kudos to you. But we've decided that quality over quantity is our motto at Talkin'. That's the vision we're going in, and yeah.
Yes. That because
I don't know.
we were pushing for a guest a week. I don't know how we
did
did
we
that,
do
but
that?
we did for a little bit.
We
Get
were
a guest.
motivated. We had the
Yeah.
fire of Elvis
Yeah.
lit under
We
our
had
asses.
the fire,
okay?
and we also had the time. Though I think that was the difference. It's like
Yeah.
I wasn't working full time yet, and Skylar was kind of more lenient with her schedule too, so it was easier.
I got you.
Yeah.
And do you feel like doing like a guest episode like consistently, and then going back and trying to do a normal episode? It's like, what do we do? Or is that just me?
I felt more like it was like
People didn't want to listen.
people didn't want to listen. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like we were
Oh.
letting down our audience by not having
Mm.
these crazy guests, because
Mhm.
we were pushing out like really cool guests, like boom, 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 and everyone was getting so excited. And then it was kind of like we kind of started to not do them every week. And then when it would be just us, I feel like we both felt kind of just like, well, I don't know if people are really going to listen anymore because we don't have a guest. But we've been told many a times that people love our single episodes. It's kind of like they're on FaceTime with us and they love hearing us catch up. So
Yeah.
we're just in our heads, but yeah.
It's easy to do.
also, the pool for Elvis guests is very small, so
And getting
a
smaller.
podcast may have already done them, and then they aren't really wanting to come on another one. So it's just like that acceptance of like, there's also like we don't have a lot of people to choose from.
Yeah, no, I get that. And I understand. I really do.
Another thing, when we first like started, there were a lot of podcasts and stuff that started at the same time as us, which is totally okay. But what would happen is guests would start getting us confused with
Mhm.
the other podcasts. And so we would try to schedule a guest, and then they would think we were someone else. And so then we wouldn't get them on, because then episodes would come out. We'd be like, oh, that person just went on that person's podcast. That makes sense. Like, why in the end we didn't get to have them on, because they thought we were that. It was like getting confusing.
Yeah, it was literally crazy. The other podcast got them, and she was so confused. It was a girl, and she was very
Gotcha.
confused of like who we were, and I was so sad. But oh well, moving
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry.
you know, hey, it is what it is, and our motto here is everything happens for a reason, and we are
Yes.
just we are happy with the way that the Pink Cadillacs has flown, and like how we're doing it now works so well for Victory and I's schedules, and it takes the pressure off. Like, it was a lot of pressure having to get everything done within a week, and so
Yeah.
now when we release, it's kind of like a little like special treat, you know, like, oh, there's a new episode out, so, or a vlog. We love the vlogs. We
Love
to
the
vlog,
vlogs.
so so
Okay.
yeah.
Enough about us, though.
Yeah.
Alex, you're not interviewing us. You started you literally took the reins. And
Oh,
you're
it's such a
"Tell
bad
me about
habit.
your own podcast."
I'll take over in a second. I am so sorry.
No, this is about you. You are the star child.
My least favorite
Mhm.
subject. Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Let's keep going then. So when we were at Elvis Week, we saw you compete in past Elvis Weeks at the Ultimate Championship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what was that first time experience doing that for you?
Oof. First time, literally like backstage like this. Like literally shaking. Yeah, knees weak, all that. Go on stage, fine.
How old were you?
It was only a couple years ago. What year is it? 2025.
You were a baby.
I was 2021. My first. Are we talking about the Ultimate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2021 was my first time in the Ultimate. So I've only been to the Ultimate twice.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
that's
that's
so
fine.
scary.
It ain't for lack of trying, I'll tell you that. But no, first time, it was great. I actually made it to the top 10. So honestly, after the top 10, I was like, as far as I'm concerned, I hit my goal. I've never been here before. For that year, I'm like one of the top 10 in the world, however you want to look at it, per se,
Mhm.
according to EPE and Graceland. I was happy. And then I got back in this past year and didn't make that first cut. But I was happy with what I did and the work that I put in to get there, which was hard because I like to eat. But yeah, no, seriously, I busted my ass on that. I have a picture from it's side by. I'll find it and send it to you guys. But it's me at the Illinois Festival in June, and then it's me at the Ultimate in August, and it's like this compared to this. Like, it's like,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I put in work vocally and mentally and physically, and I'm happy with it. So I actually, today's January 3rd when we're recording this, so I've got 12 days and I'm back at it in Pigeon Forge at the Smoky Mountain Ultimate Qualifier. So
manifesting. We
please
manifest correctly. So
that is the
Listen.
two goals: get there and win. So
you are our next selection.
Let me tell you about the Pink Cadillac magic, okay?
Yeah.
We had Cody on a week before the Ultimate, and we were like, Cody, this is your year. Like, you're gonna win. And then he won. So, Alex, this is your year. You're gonna win. And boom, that's all that it needs to be.
Thank you.
2025. You're so welcome.
That Pink Cadillac magic. I love it.
Are you gonna sing Blue Moon?
That I'm not gonna do. Let me tell you something. That boy, I love him. I love him. I love him. But I was with 50% of the room at first that was like, what are you doing? Like, what? My stomach was turning. And then, like, it went quiet. It went quiet, and I'm getting chills. I watched this boy win over that entire crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I think he just won. Unless these judges are like, well, what is this? Like, there's no way he didn't win. And he killed it. He slayed it. It was incredible to watch. He's my little buddy. I love him.
I thought that was the smartest thing that man could have ever done.
No, the
Like,
silence.
yeah.
I remember hearing his footsteps walking out on the
Yes.
stage.
Yes, because
Yeah.
people are like, it literally, I've never heard it so quiet anywhere in my entire life. Like, literally.
And then,
it made him stand out too. Just like, that's clearly not a song that a lot of people would choose as their final round. And because I feel like you get a lot of the power ballads in the final round because everyone wants to belt their heart out. But that was so smart. That was so smart what he did. And I was like, that man just won that.
Period. Oh, yeah. Sang the national anthem.
America the Beautiful.
Who did that?
I can't remember. It was
I don't think that's the national anthem, but
God, I can't remember.
I'm American.
But I remember it was playing and me and Victor were like this. Yeah, America.
We got it.
We got it.
I do not remember. Elvis Week is like a blur in some cases. I remember all the high points. Yeah. I remember learning that if either one of you come up to me and say, hey, have you paid attention to TikTok lately? The answer is yes. Or what I'm going to do is I'll be like, no, we can do whatever. Let me go to the bathroom real quick and I'll come back and I'm going to look up whatever friggin' trend you're going to make me do.
Alex, give me my money.
Give me my money. I was just, I should have known.
No,
I should have known. Ever. It was great though.
That made me so happy.
I just felt like you deserved it. I don't know.
It was just.
Sorry.
He immediately walks away.
I just, you sat with us for like an hour and I felt like you really deserved to be played like a fool. So that's what we did. Doggy for daddy.
Listen, it's what the people want to see. The TikTok Elvis girlies love to see all the tribute artists.
You guys understand.
And the trends. Come on now.
Literally, you guys skyrocketed because of that video. People were coming up to you and be like, we saw that video.
Oh, I had like 5 followers before that video. And I'm up to like, I don't know, like
he's up
combined. To combined all platforms, like 400. So I'm doing really good. By the way, please follow me on things at Alex Mitchell TCB.
You better follow him.
No, you need to. He's a cutie patootie.
I'm not kidding.
Thanks. I had my Insta. Alex. My Insta was almost at 10K one time.
And he is at 2,966. If you can get the boy to 3,000,
I'd be so happy.
I won't do anything except be internally grateful.
I appreciate your enthusiasm. But yeah, I had another account before this one and it was almost up to 10 and it went bye-bye. So that was the first round of mystery Elvis shadow banning that went out.
I feel for you guys so much because I know that's been happening a lot to everyone at ETA Fest and y'all are taking it like champ. Let me just say.
Trying to.
Let me just say. You're killing it. You are.
Honestly, I've talked to, and as well as Cody has, I've talked to people on the phone from like Meta and Facebook, and it's like an AI scanning software that they do for their guidelines, and they literally see like the word Elvis and I do the live video, so my page already has like copyright claims for demonetizing with certain songs, and then it also scans images, so they see something that looks like Elvis, and sometimes it just automatically is like, hey, we're gonna flag this. Other time, yeah, look at that. That's how you do it, man.
Victor was fangirling over Alex.
Just
I'm a
pumping.
Big fan, that's why I send him money.
Big fan.
I love it.
Alex is maybe number 3 biggest fan. We can't Cheryl and Brenda, come on, the moderators. I think they're Alex's biggest fan.
Yes, 100%. Those
Victor,
two, but you guys are next. Oh, so you want 4th? Okay. That's very kind of you.
No, I'm gonna fight. Give me 3rd. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'll take 5th.
Okay. We need to reel it in, or we'll get to Cody's episode and be 4 hours long for some reason. So, and start talking about polar bear tacos. I don't ask. I have no idea.
That sounds illegal, but okay.
Yeah, what definitely was. Let's talk the Elvis movie. First of all, at the beginning, you mentioned how you started to see a little bit of change in the Elvis community.
Yeah.
And what has that been like? Because you were here way before the movie. So
yeah. So this is my in the Elvis world per se, and like seeing like the crowd and stuff, this is like mine going on my 16th year. I'm about to be 31. Whew.
Oh,
Yeah.
Love that.
God, my back's
good for
killing me.
you.
Yeah. But no, I did notice that, you know, the next, you know, event we did, it's like there's a lot of young people here. And like
No.
normally, like when I'm at a show, I'll ask, like, if I see young people, I'm like, oh, did your parents drag you here? And they're like, yeah, or grandparents. But now it's like the parents are literally talking about how like the kids are like screaming and kicking. They want to go see the Elvis show, or they want to go to Graceland and stuff like that. And I think it's great. And maybe, you know, I think a lot of them could have seen the Elvis movie advertised and been like, oh my God, what is this? But I think having Austin Butler in that role,
Yeah.
you took a Disney Channel hottie and made him Elvis, and he already had, it's just, yeah,
perfect.
It's
Yeah.
I don't know if it was designed that way, and
It
that's
was a good casting.
it was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, like, when you guys do your shows, do you think it's primarily, like, is there a good 50-50 now, older and younger? Or, like, has the younger started to take over?
I would definitely go 70-30 to 60-40.
Yeah. I mean,
with the
Small
younger
increments. Small.
Yeah, but I mean, it's more than it was. You know what I mean? Like it's gradually picking up, and I'm seeing there is like a on my live feeds. I talked about this girl named Ella, and she literally sends me like, she's like 11 years old, and she sends me friendship bracelets and stuff like that, and she's obsessed because of Lilo and Stitch. I mean, kids are still finding Lilo and Stitch, and it's like,
And with
oh,
the
what's
new
this?
live action Lilo and Stitch coming out.
I'm so excited.
They better keep all the Elvis aspects in there.
I'm sure they will.
Oh, I can't.
They need to.
Like,
I'll be upset.
It was such a big branding. Like, they have Elvis Stitch. Like, that's a main thing at Disney World during Halloween.
Yeah.
I love that.
True.
It's
That's so good.
fun. So I think there's going to be another wave too with that.
Wouldn't that be great? That'd be so cool. I would love that. It's like security for this world that we enjoy so much. And I mean, for me, the job security, I mean, forget that. It's just the fact that I really believe that, like, when the three of us are not here anymore, he'll still be here. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's amazing to me. And it makes me really happy.
Elvis is forever, straight up.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's so weird to think of him at 90. Like, I can't even picture it, but
Taylor, he's Bob Joyce. What are you talking about?
Oh, stop. Get out of here. All right. No, I can't.
Wait, can I go in on that for 1 second?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so Bob Joyce has a son, Matt Joyce, who was an ETA for the longest time and still is in some cases. He's done stuff out in Branson, $1 Million Quartet. He will be the first one to tell you that the math don't math and his daddy ain't Elvis. So just putting it out there.
Going to clip this and send it to my father because I am so sick of telling me that Bob Joyce is Elvis. He's not fucking Elvis. I'm sick.
I saw a TikTok the other day that's now saying that Bob Joyce is the long lost son of Gladys. I'm like, so.
Yes,
but he's not Elvis. He's Elvis's brother now.
Yep.
It's been, and I'm like, show me the receipts. Like, where are you getting this information from?
Also, where are you getting the DNA testing of Vernon and Gladys to do this? Like, what are we doing?
You digging up people? Is that what you're doing?
Literally, they're excavating.
Are you digging up? I mean, I'm not trying to be like flippant or like, I mean, but it's like, and then people, sorry, I'm getting all tangled up here. Caught in a trap. But no, people literally, like, they believe this stuff. I almost said shit. They believe this stuff, and I know that was the joke.
Sorry,
but,
Mr. TikTok.
But no, they believe it, and I really think that people are so in love with Elvis that they, in some cases, refuse to believe that he's gone, or they hold out this hope that I don't know, but I think Elvis passed away, unfortunately.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
Yeah. I love joining the Facebook groups that are literally like, Elvis is alive, no debate. And
No
I
debate.
just love seeing what they post.
There's no debate.
No debate. Period.
All right, with your one-sided world, have fun.
My favorite thing recently has been just watching everyone freak out that Elvis has a twin. The people on TikTok, Elvis, Jesse Garrett, he has a twin named Jesse Garrett. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where y'all been? Literally,
Yeah.
where have you been?
Some
Go on Wikipedia, like Wikipedia.
Yeah.
It's there. It's there.
Literally, I mean, I've known that since I was.
People will believe it. Like,
Yeah.
people will like literally believe everything. Like, it's false information. Not that he had a twin, but hey, like, he's still alive. Or they're not even talking about Bob Joyce. They're talking about the guy that was in the insane asylum or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I don't know anything about that one.
No, that's what this whole thing is it's like some guy is in an insane asylum claiming that he's Jesse Garrett or some shit, and that's
Well, he's claiming that he's Elvis, but he's using his twin brother's name as Jesse. Like, that's the whole.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And they supposedly did a DNA test, and they took.
And he's 100% that bitch.
Yeah, he's 100% that girl.
Yes. I feel like we could literally talk about this all day because it's just crazy what people believe. But and I know our listeners have a bunch of opinions on this as well, and they're on our side with it because any Elvis fan is like, that's literally insane. Why would you believe that?
Yeah.
So but we have quite a few fan questions for you because like I said,
I mean, like, they rolled in and we had to choose just a few because you are loved, so beloved.
I love that. That makes me feel good. I love that so much.
So beloved.
Okay, so first question.
Yeah. Any
advice for new ETAs? Caitlin W. wants to know.
Watch Elvis, listen to Elvis, study Elvis. ETAs are fantastic to watch and be a fan of, but this is something I'm guilty of. Don't go and watch an ETA and then think that you're doing a tribute to Elvis. I mean, put your own spin on it, but just watch and listen to Elvis and don't rush anything. I mean, I don't know what in context the question is, but I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. Take your time. Big one. Singing, record yourself and listen to it. People are going to tell you that you're good because they're your mom or your dad, and because they really think, you are. But listen to yourself, record yourself, watch yourself. You're your own worst critic naturally, but sometimes you're the only one who's going to be honest with yourself. I'll put it that way.
I feel
maybe to paraphrase it, what would you tell your younger self?
That's good.
Yeah, that would be all that. Everything I just said. What I tell my younger self in regards to getting into this, start like 10 years before I did.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? Because some people, I mean, they're like 5 years younger than me, but they have a 10-year jump on me in the in the business. That would be it. I was too nervous and scared when I really wanted to do it when I was younger. So it was I know we talked about being 15 and all this, but there was, some gaps in there where I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. Like, this isn't. But
of course,
here we are.
Mm-hmm. You done did
and
it,
and now
you've been on the Graceland soundstage. Period.
That's so
you've
crazy.
Done something right. You're special to them, so you've done something right.
I hope so. I feel like I have. You are. Hope I continue to do the right thing.
I think you will. Like I said, that Pink Cadillac magic, and that stage is so big and wonderful.
It's so big. It really is. It's slippery. It is so
really?
Slippery. Oh yes. I mean, it's not like wet or anything, but it's just the boots we use don't mix well with the stage itself. But
especially Cody's like 6-inch boots.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's mentioned that before. Don't
Okay,
worry.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. He's talked about that before.
I
He
don't want
has
to give
been
away
outed on
state
the
secrets
podcast.
here. You know what I mean?
No, he's been
Um,
outed. We've talked about
I
that.
gotcha. Yeah, no, he's yeah,
Because he
that's
talked about the one time he wore it and he like almost broke his ankle when he was competing. So
I couldn't like. I'm glad that I'm as tall as I am. If you don't know, I'm like 6'4".
he's a wonderful height.
Tall boy.
But
Tall boy.
yeah, I'm glad I'm not any taller than I am. But no, that soundstage is amazing. I don't know. This is what I was told when I was there. Did you know that the letters that say Elvis that are on the stage during the Ultimate are the actual letters from the '68 comeback special?
I don't
No.
think I knew that.
Okay, I'm not a hit. That's what I was told by somebody that worked there my first year in the Ultimate. I don't know if it's true or not, but if somebody out there could verify it, maybe
will.
John Daly, somebody,
I'll text Angie.
I would.
And
That's
ask
true.
her.
Yeah. We have our connection.
Yeah, I'm so. Yeah, we're still.
No, because I've been wondering where those letters were. Like, actually.
Well, they were hanging. Like, they
where
hang
the
on wall.
actual 68 letters are.
Yeah.
Like, the real ones.
Yeah.
Like, I thought they were, like, in a warehouse. I don't know, like, in a museum or a warehouse somewhere.
Wherever
like,
they hide all the stuff that they hide. I don't know.
In the bunker.
Yeah.
the
The
bunker.
underground.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I hope that's real. I hope that's real.
Stop. What a
I mean-
cute little Easter egg that would be.
I mean, they have everything is stored off site. There's an undisclosed location full of Elvis's stuff.
That's crazy.
How do you know that? Who told you?
Who do you think
Me.
told me?
I'm just kidding.
I don't
Elvis
know.
himself.
No,
Elvis told
yes. I was in the. Yeah, I took my sleeping pills and I was in the backyard talking to Elvis last night, and he told me, "No, Tom Brown has been there. Apparently, Tom Brown has been to the secret location to film some Gates of Graceland. Even he doesn't know where it is. Like he,
Those are
That's
the ones that
crazy.
aren't released.
That's crazy.
I don't know. Well, like when you see Angie in the Gates, like she's like holding up jumpsuits, and they have like the big shelf things that they have to turn the wheel and they push over and stuff. I think that's where that is.
I was wondering where that was.
How did this man own so much stuff? Like,
It's the same reason he didn't have any. I mean, granted, he gave most of it away, but I mean, he just he bought so much stuff, and I think that comes from like having nothing. You know what I mean? Growing up, not having anything, and now you have. I mean, to him at the time, all the money in the world to be like, I want that. I want you to have this, and
it's crazy.
and I think the amount of stuff that the jewelry, the amount of stuff that people gave him, like gifts and stuff. I've heard stories that like after he passed away, like there was so much stuff that Vernon would see fans at the gate, and he'd go out and get a little box and be like, "Well, here's a shirt that Elvis wore." Or he would just like give stuff away because he knew it was so much stuff.
To be alive at a time like that is insane.
It really
Could you
is.
Imagine?
No.
Like
no.
It's hard. It's hard to think that's like
crazy.
I don't know. But I wish
since we were
that could be
speaking
us.
of Cody,
This
is since we were speaking of Cote Deonath,
Yeah.
Jalen wants to know,
Hey, Jalen.
what is it like working alongside Cody at the ETA Festivals?
I don't know if there's a word for it. It's not bad. It's fantastic.
It's
But the fine line we ride of just absolutely getting stuff done and doing amazing things, and the other side of that line is getting absolutely nothing done because we can't stop screwing around with each other and having fun. I mean, it's amazing, but it's fantastic. I mean, the fact that I can get to make and work on some beautiful things and production wise and make special memories with someone who's one of my best friends. I mean, that's not something everybody gets to do. I know. I love him. That they get to do in their life. Most people.
You two together, though, are just so iconic.
He's the baby boy. I love him.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. But no, it's fantastic. I wouldn't trade it. I mean, I grew up watching my granddad go to a job that he, didn't like and work for somebody he didn't like and all that. And I'm like, I get to go and hang out with my friends and I get paid for it. And we get to make people happy through that. And it's just, I love it. It's amazing. And I love him.
You get to create, like, how fun is that? Like, you get to like, I don't know, like something about like, it's like it's a family, like being in an entertainment industry, like whether it's like theater or like ETA or music or anything, it's like one big family, and you guys all get to like put in your art, and it's like such like an amazing feeling. And you've not just only performed at ETA Fest, but you've done like you've worn a bunch of hats there, I feel like.
Oh yeah. I think we've all done a little bit of everything. I've had to run sound, the big video screens that you see, camera work, just all kinds of, like in Arizona when we had the screens and all the camera angles were changing, that's me like a madman pushing buttons sometimes. And when I'm on stage, Cody's doing that. You know what I mean? So we all just kind of take the reins, and I can depend on people like Braxton, who's like 15, and I can throw him the sound behind the soundboard, or Cody can tell him to do this or do that. And it's just, we're all there for each other. And we just want to give the people that come there the best product and best experience they can have, but also respect and continue the legacy of Elvis the best way we can.
And you guys are doing amazing.
Thank you.
Victory and I have one mind, if you didn't know. So
yeah,
I've noticed that you guys tend to finish each other's sentences at the same time, like all the time, but not in a bad way. You're not like talking over each other, but it's just like
got a little flow. We got a little flow going.
Oh yeah, the flow is there.
I just have to say that all the stuff you're listing off, all I'm thinking about is like your guys' resumes are probably so beautiful. Like just sound, lighting, social media. I don't know. I just like think like that. Like in the industry, like such a well-rounded.
Well, you know what's funny? I have never actually had to put it all down like that and like make a CV or a resume. That'd be cool to do.
You should do it one day.
Yeah.
Like you guys could literally, I was thinking about this the other day as well, and this is just like everyone at ETA Fest in general. You guys could be on Broadway, like genuinely, like y'all could be on Broadway. Like
that was my goal out of high school, kind of, not necessarily on stage, but I wanted to go to college for theater tech and like be a stage manager and
you would kill
all
it.
that and just make stuff happen. But I mean, I'm a huge theater. That's why like this Wicked thing is so like crazy to me, because I went so long like being the only one around me, like especially at an Elvis festival, like humming the score from Wicked or certain songs or Dancing Through Life, because that was my little dream role at one time. But now it's just like, what is happening? But I love it. It's so cool. It's so cool.
It needed to emerge.
It did.
It's about damn time.
I saw it in Scotland on Broadway, and it was amazing.
Wow. God, iconic. We're holding space. We're holding space for this.
That's why we are holding space.
We are holding space. I know Alex doesn't know what it means. I already know.
What?
Holding space.
You're holding space, like in your life?
Defying gravity.
Oh. I got it.
It's a TikTok trend.
Oh, well, how the hell would I know?
It's very evident you wouldn't know. Very evident you wouldn't know.
Whatever.
That's why when I said you were holding space for me and your group.
I am holding space for you.
You didn't, so
he's holding space literally and figuratively.
Always.
Yes. Always.
I'm just I'm gonna get caught up on the TikTok trends real quick while we finish this interview.
Oh my god. Okay, we actually have two more. We have two more.
We're almost there.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's like,
okay.
No, can we go for 4 hours? Sure.
Yeah, I want the full telethon experience.
Oh, you're gonna get it. Don't worry.
Oh.
I can keep going.
Liz wants to know.
Hey, Liz.
What's the hardest and best part about being an ETA?
The hardest and best part. I'll start with the best part. The best part for me is the fans and meeting them, but more importantly, making people happy. And one of my favorite things, here's the thing. I could do a whole show and not have a single person clap for me. But if you laugh at every one of my jokes, I'm going to be happy. So I love to make people laugh.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my favorite part, is making people laugh, making people happy. If I can, especially if they're not even an Elvis fan, like I love doing a show and people are like, well, I got drugged here, but you're pretty good. Like I'm gonna go back and listen to some Elvis stuff. I'm like, perfect. The hardest part, don't know what the hardest part would be. I mean, obviously there's a huge, basically a character study you have to put into it. But that's something that all of us, have to do. And I wouldn't say that's hard work, because you get to sit there and watch Elvis and study him. For me, the hardest part sometimes is the traveling, especially when we're really busy, because I don't sleep well as it is. I'm an insomniac. So then being on the road and being in weird beds and hotels and stuff like that, I don't sleep well. And it's just, it makes it harder for me to take care of myself. So I end up getting sick or stuff like that, which prohibits me from doing what I like. But if that's the biggest complaint I have out of what I do for a living, I'm doing all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm happy.
You get to see a lot of places too. I'm
sorry it wasn't more deep of an answer for the hardest one, Liz. I'm sorry. But yes, I've seen some of the coolest places. I'm in love with Scottsdale. I'm just saying.
It's so funny.
It's people like, they're like, I want to move to Myrtle Beach. I'm like, you do not want to move here. So I get it, but I love it. I absolutely love it.
I will say that your love and like Cody and Sydney's love for Scottsdale has made me appreciate my home more. Like anytime I bring someone here and they're like, oh my God, I literally love it here. I'm like, wait, you love it? Like, I love it here. Okay, maybe I do love it here. So come down anytime. I mean, I may not be here in like about 6 months, but come down anytime I'm here.
Well, I'll just have to go somewhere else to see you if you're not in Arizona. But come on down. You're the next contestant on Sky's Not Even in Town, but enjoy Scottsdale. That's.
Come on down.
Thank you guys so much. I'm not trying to leave. I'm just saying, like, thank you. I'm so excited that we're all here.
I love you. No,
yes, I love y'all too.
I really love you so much. Like
literally love you.
I remember one of the first things you said to me was like, I'm just so happy to see like younger Elvis fans that I can like relate to and be friends with. And I was like, yes.
It's seriously, it's great. And I can sit and talk to anybody or connect with anybody. It doesn't matter. But it is just really cool to like have, friends that are Elvis. And what I love about you guys, like you guys love Elvis. You guys love us, but you're not like, I don't know how to say it, but you guys, I love you guys.
Yeah, we love you.
You're my friends.
There's no,
Did she just say you should?
I thought she said sure. Which one did you say, Victory?
Which one do you want to hear?
Oh, I like options. Oh my gosh, I love this.
Okay. McKenna, are you ready for another question?
Oh,
we have one more.
We have one more, and then I actually want to ask a question as well. So technically, we have two more.
Skylar, all right, yeah, you were on the list.
I'm putting myself on the list. I'm making an executive decision to put myself on the list.
Okay.
So McKenna wants to know, what is the This is great. What is the strangest encounter you've had as an ETA?
Okay, so Elvis the Summer Festival, let's say probably 3 years ago. I was on stage. I was wearing my friend. This is how vivid this is. I was wearing my friend suit, and I think I was singing Just Pretend.
Mm-hmm.
And a lady comes up to the stage. I don't have any scarves or anything, but she comes up, and I bend down and I give her a kiss. And then she takes my hand, and she's got something in her hand. She takes her hand and does this and closes my hand with her other hand and then leaves. So I have whatever she put in my hand, just like in my hand. And I look, I don't have anything that can like show you, but like, it looks like, because there's these little like straps of fabric, it looks like a face mask, and it's like a year after COVID. So I'm like, okay, it's like probably like an Elvis face mask, but I'm like, this is warm. It was her underwear.
No. No.
This lady, and no shame, but like she was like 70 something years old. She had obviously, based on the body heat, taken them off in her seat and brought them up and handed them to me. And I just literally stood there and I looked at the band and I was like, and please bleep that because I heard myself whisper. But I just hung them on the drums and somebody threw me hand sanitizer from the front row. That was really nice. But yeah, the fresh hot panties, that's the weirdest. I don't know how fresh they were, but they were hot. But that's my strangest thing happened to me, like being on stage.
I can't. That's repulsive. That's I don't know, I'm speechless. Like, I'm literally speechless.
Hey, you know what? At the time, I was kind of like, it's kind of funny now. But I mean,
I don't know how to feel. I'm actually really disgusted.
I just feel like that this past Christmas, there were little grandchildren that got presents from a grandma and have no clue that she took her panties off and handed them to Elvis at one point. So that's just,
I just have to say, you guys endure, like in the ETA world, you guys endure a lot from people. Yeah. And I commend you for that.
Oh, I'm just thinking about that one time that lady went off on you when we were in Inverness. She was like, "You're not the real Elvis. Who do you think you are?" Blah blah blah. And we were all like,
"When was this? You don't remember this? Was this in person?"
That was towards you. Yes, we were with you.
Yeah, this was the first night of Summerfest in 2024, and I don't even know what happened. You were like talking to this lady, and she was fine, and then like something in her like switched, and then she started being like really mean.
Yeah.
Oh, trauma blocking. That's what I'm doing. Trauma blocking. That's what that is. Yeah, I'm sure. I wish you had it on video. That'd be fun to rewatch whatever I did say.
You just like turned around and looked at us like, okay, and we were just like ignoring her. And
whoa, we were sitting on like those chairs, like the three of us, and then she came and did that, and like I think Jeff and Tom came out at some point that same night, and we were all talking. Yes, okay, mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I definitely blocked whoever that was out, but I do remember that, and I do know that lady, and I don't know why she was so rude that evening, but
because literally she was like normal and nice to you, and then like 1 second, like. She was just like, well, you do know you're not the real Elvis, right? And we were just like, okay.
There was like multiple occurrences that trip, though, of like that one lady that started making her daughter cry when she was yelling at the one ETA randomly after the meet and greet.
Yeah, that too.
Oh my God.
Y'all have a lot of crazy stuff that you have to deal with.
Yeah, a lot of things you encounter.
Yeah. Yeah, most of our normal like 3-day pass holders, like stuff like that, as far as festivals go, they know how to behave. But I mean, some people do come to the Elvis shows or a festival and they don't really know, or I don't know how many martinis they had before they got there. Exactly. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm kind of like. So like, I've also learned that my humor sometimes, there's just the slightest touch of sarcasm. I don't know if you've ever picked up on it or not. But just a smudge. So sometimes I can tell when somebody's been drinking if I make a simple joke and they're like, well, you're not the real, like exactly that. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to leave you alone.
I love how that's like the first like comeback they go with first. Well, you're not the real Elvis. Like,
well, that's not your real hair color, is it, lady? You know what I mean? I'm locked and loaded. Come on, but no, I had no clue I wasn't the real Elvis. I really that was probably the hardest lesson of Summer Festival to learn that this past year was that I'm not the real Elvis. So
I'm happy you're self-aware now.
Exactly. You know what? Me too. I haven't gotten any more sleep at night, but.
Okay. You're the person I send the most PayPal money to. So December 1st, I said to you, I sent you $1 and I said, just for putting up with me, making these old ladies think we're married. Sorry, not sorry. November 3rd, please try singing Hot to Go or Pink Pony Club. I sent you $5 for that one. February 26th, I sent you $5. I said, this is for tolerating my dumb act in your live. November 25th. Song request, She's Not You. I sent you $5 for that one too.
Oh my God.
How much is that at this point? Like $30?
It's at least $30.
And we need Hot to go at some point, Alex. I'm begging.
We'll make it happen. I'll get it in the Elvis key. We'll put it in like D or something, and
thank you.
We'll get it. Well, I'm so sorry.
Much.
I was just, you did say change. So, but that's much more than change. That is support from a friend, and you can't put a price on that.
No, you can't.
You can't. Look at. Oh God, I love you guys.
I love you.
I really do. You're either throwing money at me to sing songs I don't know, or you're making an ass out of me on TikTok. Either one, and that's what friendship is nowadays in this digital age that we live in.
We still get comments on that video, by the way. Like, and the Cody's I'm Just Ken video, we'll still get comments on that one as well.
That was funny.
So
that was fun. My favorite comment on that Give Me My Money video is Alex Mitchell is a treasure and should be protected at all costs.
And that's
I want that on t-shirts. I want it on sweatpants. I want to be able to walk in. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Brendan, Cheryl, you're listening. I know you are.
Yes.
We got to do it. We have to do it. I want to be able to walk into a Buc-ee's and see it on a coaster.
Buc-ee's.
Welcome to Buc-ee's. But
Buc-ee's.
Arizona's getting a Buc-ee's. I need everyone to know that. Hopefully,
really love that.
I've never.
I'll be going up to Buc-ee's on the way up to birthday. So
Buc-ee's, and you'll be bringing me some snacks, right?
Beaver nuggets.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
See, I listen. Beaver nuggets are great, by the way.
That's all we ask for. Are they like sweet?
Yes.
No? Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool.
You ever had like corn puff cereal?
Yeah. That's what they are.
Yum.
They're basically that, but they're covered in like a caramel kind of thing.
Oh, that's what I was hoping.
They're really good.
And like the bag is like this big, but it weighs like nothing because they're just basically air. Yeah, but they're good. I can eat a whole bag.
Alex, I wish you were coming to birthday.
I wish I was too. I've never been to the birthday, actually.
It is our favorite. It's our favorite, honestly.
Birthday is so much better.
I would imagine so. I love Elvis Week, but it's a
lot.
It's different for me. I got to do it before as just a fan, and that was great. Mm-hmm. It's great now. It's just that I don't have the schedule availability to do everything I want to do. And usually when I book my trip, I realize that everything that I want to do is on the days that I'm going to be gone. Mm-hmm. So I never got to see the Elvis concert on the big screen.
Oh,
want to so bad.
Yeah.
That one's amazing.
And you got to meet Jerry and Larry and Linda and
out of nowhere. Like that was
Linda
everything happens for a reason.
Was okay. She was tired.
She was tired when we met her.
Jerry was scared of us. And then
Larry loved us. Larry loved us. We love Larry though. Both Larrys.
Yeah.
Both Larrys.
We had dinner with Larry Strickland. We love Larry Strickland as well.
Yeah.
He's great. He's awesome.
He's so chill.
Yeah, I got to see Linda. So Linda judged me in Tupelo. And she is absolutely okay. I have a cool Linda Thompson story in a second, but I saw her backstage this year at Elvis Week at the soundstage, and she's like, "Well, hello again, handsome." And I'm like, "You remember me?" But so backstage, I'm gonna find the picture. Backstage in Tupelo, after I won, they had me, and they do this for all the winners. They bring all the judges backstage, and you take a picture with all the judges. And she was a judge, so I'm like, "Can I get a picture with just Linda?" And they have this. You can't see it, but there's a mural behind us. And right there is like Elvis's suit jacket and stuff. So in the picture of all the judges, like Elvis is like right behind me, and she leans over and she's like, "Do you realize that your head's in Elvis's crotch?" And I'm like, "Well, it's an honor." And she goes, "Yeah, it was." And I'm like, I can die. Linda Thompson just made a joke about sleeping with Elvis. I can die happy.
queen.
Then I'm like,
Dude, I
oh yeah,
love
you did do that, didn't you? Like,
I love that. Get you a woman. Get you a
yeah,
woman.
yeah, she's great.
We really love Linda. When we met her, it was just after she was like swarmed in the guest house lobby. We met her at
Hmm.
Marlowe's, and so she was just tired. It was not a bad interaction at all. She was a
No.
literal angel to us, but like you could tell that she was like,
She
okay,
was
like I
worn out.
don't want to be
Yeah.
bugged again. So in the future, we will reintroduce ourselves again, and it'll be fantastic.
No, it's great, and she has so much respect for Elvis and stuff like
Mhm.
that, and like not even just Elvis. I don't know if you ever read her book or not.
Yeah.
There are some things in that book that I wish I wouldn't have known about Mr. Presley.
Yes.
But my point is, she waited a long time to write anything about him, as well as Bruce / Caitlin.
Mhm.
And no matter what your viewpoint is on that, I mean, that took a lot of respect out of her to wait for him to, so I just,
Yeah.
I don't know. I respect her a lot. And did you also know that the Whitney Houston song, I Have Nothing, she wrote it and it's about Elvis?
Iconic.
I didn't know that until like 2 years ago. I mean, I found out after I met her, and like, I love that song and I cannot listen to it now without just bawling my eyes out.
It hurts.
Yeah.
It
It's
hurts.
upsetting.
She's
Yeah.
written like so many iconic songs too, and I'm just
Mhm.
like, everything's so connected. Like it really is. And
He's everywhere.
Elvis
Yep.
is just it's all like a little web, and I love it so much.
It's how the web was woven.
Hell yeah, it was. Hell yeah, it was. We're in 2025. Hello, 2025.
Oh
It's
my
January
God!
3rd.
You just scared the hell out of me when you said that. What in? Wow, that happened quick. 2025.
I need to ask this question. It's very important. We
Okay.
cannot release like a New Year's episode without talking about a New Year's like aspiration that we have, or apparently New Year's resolutions are out to social media. Okay, they're out.
Oh.
So now we're calling them aspirations. What are our dreams?
I'm over this.
And so resolution would be, I'm going to stop doing this and do this instead. An aspiration is just like, this is what I want to happen or manifest. Is that where we're going with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. From earlier, first two right there is get back to the ultimate. Hopefully win the ultimate, do everything I can for that. I've noticed that over the past couple years, I've been to a lot of places. I've got to meet a lot of people, hang out with amazing people I love, and I have absolutely no record of it. So I don't want to be on my phone all the time, but I want to do
a digital camera.
I should. I want to do a better job at just documenting my memories and all these awesome things that I get to do, and also be more active on social media in that aspect as well. Stuff like that.
I love it. Those are great ones.
Those are
Thanks.
good. Those are fantastic. First of all, I actually love that you're not really on social media or your phone, because I am the opposite, and it's like sickening how much I am on my phone. So I kind of want to be you, to be honest.
Yeah, there's
Don't get
times
sucked
when
in.
no, and it's so easy for me, and that's why like I'm at the point, like I had this qualifier coming up. I cannot sit here. If I wake up and I open this up, there goes an hour and a half of my morning where I'm in bed just doom scrolling, just going through it, and I'm like, I need to get up, but
yes,
I want to see what happens to this cow that's getting their hoof trimmed. Like, what?
Isn't that fascinating?
Wait, Nate the Hoof Guy.
Yes.
Nate the Hoof Guy. Love Nate the Hoof Guy so much.
No, I can watch a farrier work on a horse. I mean, it's
Come
just
over. Every 6 weeks, baby. Come over.
Okay. But no, so I mean, there's times when I'll take my phone, I'll like put my charger in the kitchen and charge it in there, and I'm, in the living room just living in the moment, or I'm outside doing something around the house, or
we can
stuff
all
like
get
that.
flip phones. We can just all collectively get flip phones.
My first phone was a Motorola Razr, and I miss it.
Love that.
They brought it back.
Iconic.
Oh, they did, didn't they?
Yes.
I like it. What did we do before? Like, seriously, what did people do before we had internet on our phones, before you could message somebody and get an
Well,
instant response?
I mean, if
Like,
I'm being honest, if we're talking like bathroom talk, like what did we do before we sat on our phones on the toilet? I would read shampoo bottles.
I love that for you. I don't
I,
remember what I would do.
I honestly, like, I thought I was the only one who would do that. Just
This
because
is no unique experiences. There are
no, because one day I just read the back of a bottle of Pantene and I was like, what am I doing to my scalp?
Yes.
And Panthenol is not good for your hair. Just putting that out there. So, yeah, no, I am so glad that I'm not the only one.
Then I would smell it because it has a good scent.
The shampoo.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think I did the same thing. I'm not. When you said the smell thing, I think I did that as well. Honestly, like, that brought back something.
Yeah, nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
You know what we would do before we had internet and shit on our phones? We would live life. We would live life. That's what we would do.
Smell shampoo bottles.
Smell shampoo.
And know
True.
actually what's in our products.
Yeah, we would know. We would know. We would.
Dude, it's so true.
Bro.
I want the flip for, like, because I love the dramatics of a flip phone. Like, hang up the phone, boom.
I'm waiting for this to be a flip because like the Google one, I want
Mhm.
this to shut so badly.
The minute Apple comes out with the flip phone, like, oh my god,
Done.
I'm first in line. Done.
Will I ever?
Keep going, my kind sir. I'll give you $1. Would you like some change?
Yeah. Feed the birds. Oh, man.
Just throwing pennies at you.
Yeah.
Literally just
like I'm a cheap drag queen.
Front row.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. God. You guys are killing me.
Well, Alex, it has been an amazing time having you on. This is long overdue. Like we said, we love you so much. So glad to be here.
I love y'all.
So I love him. Look at his little cute little face. You can't just not love it.
He's
Look
just
at
an
him.
angel.
Little baby.
The song "Angel" by Elvis Presley is actually about Alex Mitchell.
Oh,
I'll give you money to sing it.
Sing that more often.
To myself.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna look in the mirror and go, "If I said I loved you." Sorry.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
A little second. Yeah. Before you go, is there anything that you would like to shout out? Give everyone your socials. Pink Cadillacs.
Spill the tea.
Cadillacs, you better go follow him. I'm not kidding.
Yeah. So Instagram and TikTok are both at Alex Mitchell TCB. If you're on Facebook or if your grandparents are on Facebook, tell them to, or your mom and dad, tell them to follow me on there. Alexander Mitchell. It has a little blue check mark on that one. And then Alex Mitchell as Elvis. You can follow me there if you want to hang out and see me go live on Facebook or just know what is going on. And also coming up, this is an annual thing. This year, it's January 31st through February 2nd, the Myrtle Beach Elvis Festival. So all my friends come to my hometown and we get to have some fun for a weekend. And we're at the beautiful Greg Rolls Legacy Theater, who's also our presenting sponsor. But check out myrtlebeachelvisfest.com if you're in the area, or etafestivals.com. and come see an Elvis festival. It doesn't have to be one of our Elvis festivals. Just go to an Elvis festival, go to an ETA show, and just experience that. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But just give it a shot. We'd love to entertain you and get to know you.
And if you go see Alex, tell him that the Pink Cadillacs sent you, because you go support everyone that comes on this podcast.
Yeah, and then the next time I'll say, well, this is so-and-so. She listens to the Pink Cadillacs. Because
exactly.
Pink Cadillacs. I mean, my friends are famous. Look at them right here. Both of them.
Not with the eyebrows.
You're the only one thinking about the eyebrows, baby.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Thank you. Okay. Well, this has been so lovely. It is that time of night where we're at the 4-hour mark. So we unfortunately must go. Victory, do you have any last words?
Thank you so much, and hot to go.
Oh,
We love you guys. And as always, TCB.
TLC. Anything you want to add, Alex?
give me my money.
Give me my money. Bye, guys.
Bye. Love y'all.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Pink Cadillacs.
To connect with us, follow us on our socials at the Pink Cadillacs on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
Share your Elvis stories and experiences with us at elvisinthepinkcadillacs@gmail.com.
And you may be featured in the next episode.
We'll see you next time, and for now,
TCB
and TLC. Bye, guys.
Bye.